Hello everyone, this is Moses from Wilona's Cave. This is episode 4, and to recap from the last episode, our adventurers have, if you haven't watched yet, I'll put up a video link right now on the screen to go to episode 1. So there's no spoilers for any of you that just started watching now. Our adventurers got caught harvesting all of the crop in the farm, and something was found on the farm. We don't know what. The dice will tell us. Okay, a few of them got XP. The barbarian got 1 XP so far. The bard has 2 XP. So coming onto the scene right now, it is not a new day. That's why I didn't roll a weather roll. It's just carrying over from episode 3, so it's still really bad. A number 1 out of 20, really bad weather, so thunderstorm, etc. Now let's see if our scene has been modified. If I roll a 7 or below, it has been modified. So hopefully not. We've already had such an adventure so far these first 3 episodes. So let's see. An 8. The scene is not modified. Thank goodness. Who goes there? Oh, it is I. Speak now, creature, or I will use deadly force if you come near this gate. Then Gumach comes in. How dare you speak to Calder that way? Do you know who that is? That is the protector of this realm. The reason why you're standing here now is due to that one clever fox. Sergeant Gumach, I didn't know. You didn't know. But yet you perceived him to be an enemy. We're going to speak about this later. Go back to your quarters. Yes, Sergeant. Oh, so my glorious furry friend. How have you been, Calder? Well, I wish I could say I'm doing very well. But I am here for a dire mission. Oh, what is that? I need to speak to your sheriff immediately. Well, at the moment, the sheriff is quite ill, Calder. Oh dear, I guess I am late. It has probably already happened. What has already happened? I believe I've spoken too much, Gumach. I need to see your sheriff immediately, face to face. Well, he's in the noble's manor. If you can, give them this. It is a parchment telling them that you've passed through the gate. Even with your great reputation you have with the citizens of the town of Acton, I believe in these dire times, especially with the sheriff, ill as he is, and the deputized sheriff has been missing for 2 days. You still will need this parchment to let you into the noble's manor, Calder. I see. What happened to your deputized sheriff? Well, that will be at a later time. I am sure the sheriff will tell you what has happened. But let's get you out of the thunderstorm, Calder. Come on in. Thank you, Gumach. You've always been a very close friend of mine, as you are to me, Calder. And in this next scene, we have Gumach, the gate guard, speaking to an individual. So let's see what's happening with that. Well, hello, Sergeant Gumach. Did you hear about my farm? Well, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Well, let's figure out a name for this farmer. We're going to go into maze rats again. I'm going to try to pull some more supplements in this episode, but maze rats is just quick. It's a quick sheet. So we're going to pick a name for this farmer. Let's take a look. 6, 5. Waverly. Waverly the farmer. I need to write that down. Oh yes. Waverly. I heard that somebody went through your farm and harvested half of the crop. Well, yes they did. Gumach, I don't know what to do. That's a lot of my money and my time. I have a family. Calm down, calm down. We're going to try our best to figure out who did this. But most importantly, as of this moment, somebody told me in the market that someone left something in your farm. Yes, there is, Sergeant Gumach. There's something on my farm. What's on the farm? Let's take a look. Who knows? So let's use maze rats again. And I'm going to look under treasure items. So let's see. 3, 4. Magical book. Magical book, huh? Now I need to go and alter that farm scene and add a book to it. One moment, be right back. Well, we found a book, but when we get close to it, Gumach, it starts shimmering. I don't understand it. Shimmering. Don't get near it. I may know somebody that can handle this. There was a group of adventurers here. There was a wizard among them, I believe. I hope I can find them. I have questions for them as well. A wizard, that would be terrific, because I really do not want it in my farm anymore. All the animals are becoming very scared of it. And already 2 of my animals have run off. Well, let's hurry up and get to your farm then. I'll follow you. Now you see, Sergeant Gumach, in the middle field, the book? Yes, I do see the book. You are correct. It is shimmering every time we get close to it, and the sound of it gets louder and louder. Yes, I don't want to get any closer to it. I hope your wizard comes. All right, let's ask the fate chart. Even though I'm the playable character, so I could just say, oh, they show up. Let's see if they do show up. Let's see if we get a no, they don't. If we get an extreme no, I'm going to perceive it as the 4 adventurers have left. They left the town of Acton and got the heck out of Dodge. They've already screwed up enough if you've been watching episodes 1 through 3 so far. So let's take a look. I'll put up the fate chart on the screen now. We are in Chaos Factor 7. I should have mentioned that in the beginning. It's okay. We're on Chaos Factor. Chaos rank 7. I'm going to say 50-50 if they come 84 or below is a yes. So it's most likely going to show up. 37, they do show up. So our adventurers show up and Gumach says, oh, there you 4 are. I have a lot of questions for you. But first, I need your wizard. You do have a wizard, correct? And Amara the Bard responds, yes, we do have a wizard. Avon. Then Avon moves forward. And Avon says, is there something you need? Yes, wizard. Please, call me Avon. Okay, Avon. There is this book here. Do you know of it? And at the moment, all 4 of them are just shaking in their boots, because if it's one of their books that's on the floor in the field, they're going to know that they were the 4 that stole the crop. I see the book. We believe it has magical properties. Well, why do you believe that? Because it is shimmering when we get close to it. Oh, I see. Well, in order to be sure, I need to cast a spell. I need to detect if there's an enchantment on this book. Very well then. Should we stand back? I would suggest so, yes. So they all stand back. Avon gets closer to the book, and we're going to roll for Detect Magic. I'll display some stuff on the screen right now to help you out, so not to explain so much. I hope I at least get a 7 or above. 10 would be better. So let's go see what we got. A 9 plus Intelligence plus 2 modifier, that's 11. So I do not take any hindrances from that, because I would have to take if I did a 7 through 9, I would have to do 3 different things that included detecting magic. And now I rolled above a 10, so I may cast this spell again later without, preparing it and all that kind of stuff that wizards usually have to do in these games. So Avon successfully casted Detect Magic. So we're going to go to the fate chart. So Avon successfully casted Detect Magic. That doesn't mean the book has magic. He successfully casted it. So let's see, I'm going to say chaos factor 7. Well, it's shimmering and it's making noise. So, I mean, I would say it's very likely. I mean, I'm going to have to really screw up this roll to have a no. So here we go. So 94 or below, it's a yes. 76. So yes, this book does have magic. Yes, indeed, guard. This book definitely is enchanted with magic. I am unsure of what type of magic, if it is friendly or sinister, but only I have the trained hands to touch it. Gumach asks, well then, are you going to open the book? And Avon slowly reaches for the book, grabs it. Now let's see what the book's all about. I'm going to use Maze Rats again. So we're going to look at the book subjects in Maze Rats. When a PC finds a useful book, roll 1d. The result is a number of questions the book can answer. So let's find out what type of book this is. 5, 6. State secrets. State secrets. So Avon yells out to Gumach, it is safe now to come close, guard. This seems to be a book of governmental secrets. I'm assuming state means government. Now let's see how many questions I can ask this book. How many answers will it give me? 2. 2 questions. Now Gumach finally gets some courage and comes up to Avon. I can get 2 answers from this book before the book closes again. So it is a book of our government here in Acton. It appears so. How come I cannot read this language? Because it is further enchanted. It'll only show me the answers I ask of it, and I'm only allowed to ask 2 questions. Oh, very well then. Then Gumach asks, what type of questions should we ask, Avon? Well, we don't have to ask what kind of book it is. On the first page it states, State Secrets. You said this is the town of Acton, correct? Yes, this is the town of Acton. Let's ask if this has secrets for this town of Acton. Very well then. So we're going to go to the fate chart. We're going to ask the book, does this hold secrets, state secrets, for the town of Acton? Let's see, chaos rank of 7. We're going to go 50-50 the whole way through here with the 2 questions. It's going to be 50-50. So 50-50, 84 or below, it's a yes. 33. Oh, I see something being written. It says yes. That is our answer, guard. A yes. So this is definitely holding state secrets of this very town. Who left this behind? Can we ask something like that? No, unless that person wrote the book. Or we can ask who wrote it. Let us do that. And now we're going to go to the supplement UNE, U-N-E, under table 2, NPC noun. We're going to find out the profession of this individual that wrote this book, or this book is owned to, or regardless, whatever individual is tied to this book, or maybe the person that enchanted this book. Let's see what it is. This is a D100 20, right? Yes, 20. A rogue. A rogue. I'm going to write that down. And right there, the book slams shut, and a bright light appeared. Gumach yelled, "What was that?" And Avon responded, "Well, I told you, guard, that when we ask our 2 questions, that is all we can ask." So the book resealed itself. Well, can't you just open it again? Unfortunately, no. With an enchanted book like this, with it saying secrets, it only can be opened Once per day. Well, let me give this to one of the guards. Is it okay for them to hold it? Yes, but they will not be able to open. You guard. Yes, Sergeant. Take this book to my quarters at once. Place it in the safe. Of course, Sergeant. Now for you four, we need to get to the sheriff immediately. His condition is getting worse. I'm not too sure what's happening. But you need to be good on your promise. The bard steps in. Of course, yes. Like I said, we will fulfill the promise that we spoke of before. Take us to your sheriff, please. Very well, follow me. Now we are at the noble's manor now. The sheriff should be in there. And then the group heard an agonizing scream. Then Gumach turns and enters the gate and calls out, "Who was that? Who screamed?" Someone from inside of the manor yells out, "Sergeant Gumach, it's the sheriff, he's getting worse." Then Gumach yells out, "Who is that? I don't recognize that voice. What are you doing in the noble manor?" So let's go to the fate chart for this one. Let's see if the person that yelled out to Gumach saying that the sheriff is getting worse is someone that is part of the noble manor or works there or lives there. Or does Gumach just have a little bit too much earwax? I can't really hear that clearly. Let's see. So we're going to go Chaos rank 7. I'm going to say it's a 50-50 that Gumach knows who this person is. So let's see right now, 50-50. So let's see here. At a 75 or above, it's a no. 97. Extreme no. Let me make sure. Yes, extreme no. Gumach doesn't know who this person is. This person, at an extreme no, forget that. At an extreme no, this person is something sinister. This person is an enemy. This person is not supposed to be part of this manor. So let's continue. Gumach tries to open the door with his keys. It won't open. Hey, let me in. And all you hear is laughter. And the laughing is getting quieter and quieter, as in the person laughing is running away, farther away from the door. Let me in. And then you hear another scream. Who knows from who? Most likely the sheriff. I don't know. Who knows till we get in there, if we can get in there. So Avon steps forward. Gumach, correct? Yes. What is wrong? Somebody is in there that doesn't belong. I've never heard that voice before. They're laughing and running away, and I hear someone screaming. I hope it is not the sheriff. Then Avon asks, "Can you not open the door? My key will not work." So the bard says, well, luckily we have a big brute named Gorm, the barbarian. Damara yells back at Gorm, "Gorm, we need you." What? Who needs me for what? "We need you to kick down door." Oh, this is things I like. Move. So Gorm goes all the way to the front. And Gorm yells out, "Everybody move back. I'm going to kick down the door." So we're going to use a hack and slash for this. Let's see, which uses strength modifier. So he has a +2 on strength. Going to kick down this door. Let's see if the muscular barbarian can kick down the door. Let's see right now. +2. Here we go. These adventures suck so bad. God. Jesus, snake eyes. There's no such rule of this in Dungeon World, okay? In the rule set. Of a critical success, that's 2 6s, or a critical failure, that's snake eyes. But I'm doing it, okay? So Gorm just rolled a critical failure. And he's going to have to pay for that. Okay, so Gorm. So Gorm stands ready, runs at the door, and runs and screams, ah! He trips on a rock and falls face forward into the door, face plants right into the door and falls on the ground. Oh, my face, my head hurts. And Damara just shakes her head going, oh my God, Gorm, you're such an embarrassment. Oh, my face. Gumach just looks over at Gorm and asks, are you okay? Gorm goes, no, my face, my beautiful face, it's ruined. Gorm broke his nose, I'm assuming, or something like that. Anyways, so we can't use brute strength to open this door, so we have to think of something else. So Damara, the bard, goes, okay, well, obviously that didn't work. So can we just think of something else to get through this door? Is there a crack through a window or something like that? And Gumach says, well, there is a side door, but that is only locked from the inside. There is no way to get in. Well, let's take a look at that door for a moment. And the druid speaks up. Sinethel, what is that on the floor? Is that a little crack under the door? Gumach looks closely. Yes, that is a crack. And the druid, Sinethel, says, well, I can turn into a mouse and crawl underneath. Now with Sinethel, I forgot to mention on the last episode that Sinethel, the druid, can turn into only so many types of animals that she studied the essence of. So let's say that if the druid has never seen a whale or studied a whale, she can never turn into a whale. But the druid is the race of elf. Maybe I'll show up some stuff in the screen right now. The druid's race on Dungeon World is an elf. The sap of the elder trees flows within you. In addition to any other attunements, the great forest is always considered your land. So you're only allowed to choose Born of the Soil as a starting move of hers, of any druid. You're only allowed to choose one. But because she's an elf, she automatically, I'm assuming this is what the rules are saying right here, she gets the Great Forest. And you could choose another one, so she could have two because she's an elf. So I chose the River Delta as well. So she's the Great Forest and the River Delta. And if you remember, she turned into a cat prior, and I'm assuming there's cats and dogs and things like that and wolves and etc. But there's cats in the forest, so that's why I chose a cat to turn into in the last episode. But if it was like I want to turn into a, let's say, an elephant, I couldn't because an elephant's not found in a forest, nor in a river delta. But a cat may be. So in this case, there's a crack in the bottom, so I could turn into a mouse, because there's mice in the forest. And probably in the river delta as well. There's mice everywhere, really. So she's gonna try to turn into a mouse to crawl underneath this door. So she gets plus wisdom, and her wisdom is a +2, thank goodness. A +2 modifier. So hopefully she gets a 7 or a 9 or above. 7 or 9, you get 2 moves while you're a mouse, and a 10 plus, you get 3 moves. So she rolled a 4, +2 is a 6. She misses, but you get to still, it looks like in the rules, you get to still transform, but you only get 1 move. And then, in addition to whatever the GM says, so she does get to transform into a mouse. So Sinethel turns into a mouse. She only has 1 move, and she's going to get a hindrance of something. And we're going to see what happens with that. But she will get a hindrance. Something's going to happen because of that failure roll. So, she does successfully get into the building. So Sinethel successfully enters the building. But because of the failed roll, there's going to be an issue. Now, a simple issue is, we're going to roll on the fate chart to see if there's an enemy in this room right now. So let's see. Chaos Factor rank 7. I'm going to say 50-50. So above 75 or above, There is nobody else in this room but her. 28. So somebody's in the room with her, and she's all alone at the moment. Who's with her? Now with this, we're going to use a new supplement. Well, it's really not a supplement, it's a whole rule set. I love it, by the way. One of my favorite. This is what got my son into RPG, tabletop RPG, table talk RPG, or however you say it around the world, is 4 Against Darkness. If I could find a picture or something like that on the screen, I'll put it, unless I get in trouble for doing something like that, then forget it. Just remember, it's 4 Against Darkness. I love it. So let's see. Let's use this to see what they found. Okay, right now we're gonna roll a d12 for a room, and let's see what the room has in it. One more, let's take a look. 12. The Dragon's Lair, the boss table. The Dragon's Lair, which means go to the boss's table and it's automatically the small dragon, the dragon wormling we've been looking for. What are the odds of this happening on a roll? I love this about solo RPGing, but let's just say Sinethel is lucky that she's a mouse, because I'm gonna go to the fate chart and I'm gonna roll a dice, and we're gonna see if this thing that's in this room, a boss, does this thing notice a little mouse or a rat or whatever Sinethel is right now. Let's see. But because Sinethel is a mouse, I'm gonna put it at very unlikely that whatever is in here doesn't notice Sinethel in her current form as a mouse or a rat. Chaos rank 7. Very unlikely. I'm gonna put it at 89. It does not. It's not an extreme no. I'm gonna interpret that as if Sinethel moves around a lot, this boss, or whatever it is going to notice her. So at the very moment, the boss does not notice Sinethel. That's good. Finally, a little good luck. Finally. So, now remember, she only has one hold. A dungeon world term, meaning I'm assuming what it means is one move. After she does one move, a roll of a dice for something, attack, or whatever it is, whatever it may be, as a mouse, she will transform back into the druid. And then obviously the being that's in this room will notice her. So I don't want to roll anything and chance it. So maybe the boss is not alone in this room, and hopefully we can hear a conversation. Let's see if that is the case. We're gonna roll on the fate chart for that to see if she overhears a conversation, or if anybody else is in here but a boss, and if so, are they having a conversation? So if there's someone else in here, I'm assuming that they're having a conversation. Let's see. I'm gonna put it at 50-50. 74 or below, there's someone else in here and they're having a conversation. 15, right on the money. An extreme yes. Not only is someone in here with the boss, but it's someone rather important. I know exactly who it is. It's Calder. Funny how that rolled up right now. But it's Calder. Calder is with the boss. So it's kind of peculiar that Calder is here. I wonder if Calder is fighting the dragon wormling. I'm gonna say it's 50-50, much like everything else I really did in this episode. So 50-50 at Chaos Factor 7. It's we need to get a 74 or below. It's a yes. So let's see what we get. An extreme no, a 99. No, he's not fighting the dragon. It's not just a no, it's an extreme no. I don't think the dragon's even here. I think the dragon used to be here. That's what it is. The dragon used to be here, and Calder's trying to find the dragon wormling. Then Calder asks the ogre, "Where is the noble son?" And the ogre laughs. "You want to know where that little wormling is, don't you? That little dragon is far, far away from here." "I don't believe you. I was sent a message saying that the wormling was here as of late." "Well, whoever sent you that message has misinformed you. That dragon wormling, the noble's son, is long gone." "Enough of this, ogre. I'm tired of you and all your friends. Just because you're the protector of this realm doesn't mean anything to us. We will rule this land, one piece by one piece." Well, we're going to find out what happens next on the next episode of Wilona's Cave. So please subscribe, like, and share. Please comment, give me suggestions on what you'd like to see or what I'm doing wrong or right or anything. I'm willing to take any suggestion. So I hope you liked episode 4. Little recap. We still have the thread of keep promise with the guard, Gumach, and speak with the sheriff. So we still have to do that, but obviously for reasons we can't get to the sheriff right now. We have 2 new NPCs, Waverly the farmer, and Calder the realm protector. Avon the wizard, Gorm the barbarian, and Sinethel the druid all got 1 XP on this episode. The wizard got XP for working with his alignment and discovering a mysterious magic or using magic to find a mystery. And that was the book of the state secrets that the rogue wrote. Some rogue, I don't know who. We'll find out on rolls later on in some other episode. Hopefully the next one. Sinethel got a XP for a fail roll for shapeshifting, and Gorm got the XP for slamming his face into the wall. And I'm debating on, because it was a critical failure, I'm debating on taking away some HP for that, like he got hurt. So maybe 2, 3 HP, maybe 1, I don't know, we're gonna see. I'll probably decide by next episode on what I'm gonna exactly do for that Snake Eyes roll he had. With the chaos factor, I'm going to bring it down to 6. Yes, Sinethel got a failed roll, and Gorm laughably got a failed roll, but they still were kind of in control. You know, Sinethel did still get through the door. Avon did find out what the book was about, asked it a few questions. The item that was found in the farm that was harvested by them wasn't theirs, so it didn't really cause much tension or jailing of them or whatever would have happened if the dice rolled another way. So I hope all of you enjoyed this episode, and happy gaming, everybody. Bye.